Hi everyone, this is Smriti. Welcome to QA automation classes. So in the last class we have seen like first of child, last of child, and nth child, right? Nth last of child. So we have seen all those things. Here is the okay. So here is the note. So first child, last child, nth child, and nth last child. So these four things we have seen, right? So today we are going to look into the other different pseudo classes that we can use, that is first of type, last of type, and nth of type. Okay, so what are these first of type, last of type, or nth of the type? Okay, so these are nothing but the pseudo classes that are used to select the element based on their position among the sibling of the same type. Okay, so how you have used for the child element, you have used the first child, last child, nth child, and nth last child. Similarly, if you have these pseudo classes like first of type, last of type, and nth of type can be used to select the element based on their position among the sibling of the same type. Okay, that means the same tag name. This is important. The tag name should be similar. Okay, so in order to see some example, we'll go to application and we'll try to do how exactly we can do it. Okay, so let's go to let me open some application. So okay, let's see some other example. This one we have already seen. So I think drag and drop down will have two options, right? So here we'll have option. Okay, fine, this can be an example. Okay, so select id equals to drop down, and here it should have two options. Okay, so option, okay, and then option value 1 and option value 2. These are the same tags. If you see, that's what I have selected this example where you have the same child tags, right? So now this is the select. Okay, inside the select there are two option tags, right? So the first one is also an option, but here if you see, please select an option. This is the default selection, and then this is the option 1 and this is the option 2, right? So now if you see, all these are child element, these are all having the options tag, right? So now how to identify using first of type option. Okay, so first of time, how to use the first of time? So first let's identify the drop down. Okay, so how to identify the drop down? So let's say this is the drop down, id equals to drop down. So for id, what we have to do? Hashtag, right? Okay, so what is the tag? Tag is a select. You can say select hash drop down. So now the entire drop down is selected. So after selecting the entire drop down, what we'll do? So we'll move to the child element. So how to move to the child element? Greater than, and what is the child tag? Option is the child tag. Now if I write option here, now see, three of them are getting identified. Okay, first one, second one, and third one. Three things are identified. Okay, so now here, okay, so here I'll say let me get the first of the type. Okay, so first of the type. So for the writing the first of the type, you will say colon. Okay, let's say first of type. Okay, so when I say first of type, what happened? So it selected the first option, right? So it identified the first, the select drop down, right? This select is identified. After that we went to the options, right? So inside that we have the multiple options, the option 1, option 2, option 3. So now I want to get the first option. So what I'll say, colon first of type. Okay, so let me put it here, first of type. Okay, so first of type. Okay, so first of type, cool. And then let me expand it a little bit. Okay, this is the first of type. And similarly we can, if we have to select the option 2, this is the last, right? I can say last of type. Okay, so last of type, you can see the option 2 is getting selected, right? So here we can say last of type. Okay, so last of type. Okay, so for last of type, this is how you will write. Okay, first of type, last of type. Okay. Okay. And there is one more, nth of type. So nth of type means you want to what you want. Nth means you have to give an index there, right? Nth, right? So if you want to go with the index based selection, then you can use the nth of the type. Okay. So in the same example only, let's say the indexes are always one based. Okay. So instead of last of type, we can say nth of type. Okay. And now we have to give index. So if I give the index 1, so it will select the first option, the default will select an option. If I say 2, it will select the option 1. If I say 3, it will select the option 2, right? So this is what you say, nth of the type. So always remember, when there is a thing called nth, so you have to pass that n, right? So n is nothing but the index, and that index always starts with 1. Okay. So last of type, and let's say nth of type. Okay. So here nth of type. So this is nth of type. Okay. So in today's class we learned there are different pseudo classes, other different pseudo classes, that is first of type, last of type, and nth of type, right? And these are used to select the element based on their position among the siblings of the same type, right? So now we had one drop down, and there we had the different types of the options tags. So same like within the that parent element, we have all the child elements starting with the option tag. So from that we could use first of the type to identify the first option, and then we use the last of the type to identify the last option, and we could use the nth of type, and we could specify the particular index, particular child element index number. Then in that case it will definitely give that return that child value, right? So that's all to this class, guys. If you guys are really enjoying these sessions, I'll request you to subscribe to my channel QA automation classes, and if you guys have any doubt, then put them in the comment section. Okay. And in the YouTube description I have already given my LinkedIn URL. You can go and connect with me there also. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.